atheist filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the motto was an unconstitutional endorsement of religion.
Since it's a law, it's really not a discussion point. To change that would require that all the plates be redone and would therefore add to the cost of currency.
Bill design has its symbolic history, some say even mystical, but it's also very practical when it comes to thwarting counterfeiters. These hand-carved engravings are a brain-twisting, eye-popping, intricate network of fine lines and tiny dots nearly impossible to accurately copy.
That's why I'm working here in the first place, because it's very, very hard to replicate a hand engraving where every single line, dot, and dash is paid very careful attention to. It's designed to foil forgery.
With the printing plates ready, the job moves from skilled human hands to hardcore machinery, the Bureau's massive printer called the Simultan. This mechanical giant is over 3 meters tall and weighs nearly 46 tons. It's the only press in the world that prints both sides of a sheet simultaneously, something that counterfeiters can't easily replicate. Its job: stamp in some key images, the subtle peach and green stripes, the 20 USA banner, and the nearly invisible 20 numerals. After the ink dries for 72 hours, the Bureau's ready for the next step, the intaglio engraving press. It literally pushes the paper into the ink-filled grooves of the plate. It's the process that gives money that raised look and feel that's so hard to copy, something no color copier in the world can accomplish. The intaglio press prints one side at a time. The back side is first, the green back side. It needs another full 3 days to dry, or else.
And you can see how running your finger across it with just a little pressure will move the raised ink off and smudge it pretty good.
Then the face side is ready for printing with black ink and another metallic ink with a unique security feature. It shifts color according to the angle. Every hour, 1 1/3 tons of green, black, and metallic ink and 10,000 newspaper-sized sheets of currency stock roar through these enormous presses. That's $6.4 million worth of 20s. With 24 presses in operation, the Bureau can produce as much as $650 million a day. The Bureau's money inspectors now examine every bill, and they've got to be absolutely, positively flawless to pass the test. Rivers of green and black currency sheets pass under optical scanners that take pictures of the front and back of each bill sheet, looking for the slightest imperfection. The inspection process is amazingly fast and efficient. Catching imperfect bills is almost as important as catching counterfeits. Each sheet moves through in under a second. It's given a number as it passes. This computer keeps track of 37 separate sheets of currency at once, comparing over 1 million microscopic squares with a master image. If the computer locates a mismatched square, it displays it on a monitor. Here's a demonstration, a smiley face. It'll be spotted and show up as imperfect in less than a second. Imperfect bills are so rare in the general circulation that they are automatically collectibles, sometimes fetching thousands of times their face value. For example, in 2003, a flawed 20 sold online for $10,000.
We find it odd that people would want to collect our mistakes.
Once they pass inspection, the Bureau adds the Treasury and Federal Reserve seals and the bank and serial numbers to the uncut sheets of money. It's like the money's home address.
If you know the serial number and denomination and the series, those 3 things will uniquely identify that particular piece of paper. It's never duplicated, so that we can tell when that note was printed and where it was originally issued.
In a room the Bureau calls currency overprinting and packaging equipment, the money is finally cut, counted, and shrink-wrapped. It's now street ready.